Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Nestled in the heart of Hall County, just north of Brazelton, Georgia, lies a circuit that doesn't just test machines, it reveals souls. This is Road Atlanta. The full Grand Prix layout, which we're on tonight, 2.540 miles, or if you're using the metric system, 4.08 kilometers of pure adrenaline, 12 turns, one purpose: to separate the brave from merely the fast. Here the track doesn't just whisper, it roars, it dives, it climbs, it twists with intent, from the downhill plunge of turn 12 to the rhythmic dance of the S's. Every inch demands respect. It's not just a racetrack, it's a proving ground, a cathedral of speed, where legends are born and limits are shattered. Could be some hopes and dreams shattered here this evening. Round 2 of Season 25, Apex's Mazda Racing. Welcome into Road Atlanta. We've got another fun one here this evening for you on tap. Last check, I think we have upwards of 30 plus drivers in session for this. It's going to be a heck of a heat racing extravaganza here tonight. 2 heats coming your way, 2 20-minute heats. Top 7 will be inverted after race 1. We'll take a look at that format here in a moment. But take a quick look at the conditions. 82-degree air temp, but look at that track temp, 132 degrees Fahrenheit. It's going to roast some tires off some Mazdas very quickly out there this evening. But as I mentioned, we've got the format here, 2 20-minute heats. Top 4 from the first race will invert for race 2. Each of our drivers will be allowed 1 fast repair. They also get 8 incident points. After that point in time, they will get a drive-through penalty. So they don't want to use those up. Those will reset for each heat race. And out of the season, that's going to work out to 24 races in total. And they will get 8 drop weeks out of those 24. So let's click on over here to qualifying and see how things are shaping up as our drivers on track here, putting in some times. I'm board with Brian Lemke. Lemke, one of the perennial favorites here in the Mazda class. So see here, no times up on the board. Still our drivers putting in their outlaps. So why don't we take this time to take a look at how the championship standings are shaping up after 1 round. Kelly Greenhoe going to lead the Going Pros, our pro class, via his back-to-back wins last week at Watkins Glen. It's going to have him 11 points up on Joshua Soto in second place. Brian's in 1 point back as Soto in third. Hammond's in fourth. Mike Bond rounding out P5. Interesting note, Mike Bond has actually received a suspension for Tuesday night racing in the GT4s by via too many protests gone the wrong way for him. On the AM side of things, also known as our mid-pack Larrys, Aaron Sunday leading the way with 38 points over Corey Mitchell. Murderous Motorsports was demoted this season from the pro class back to the mid-pack Larrys, currently sitting in second place, 4 points back of Aaron Sunday. Joshua Smith with 32 points, tied with Chris King for third and fourth place, and Chris Diaz is going to round out the top 5. So we're starting to see a few laps come in here. Looks like Jonathan Cooper going to set himself up on top of the standings. So just as I say that, Joshua Soto comes in and takes that spot away. So we'll go all combined here for the qualifying. I'll make note the purple colors you're seeing on the left hand side, those are our AM drivers. The teal green are our pro drivers. So they are, points are allocated by where they finish in their class, but we'll just put them in overall because they will grid up based on their overall qualifying position. It's not going to go off their class position. So we'll just kind of leave them grouped up as one for now. We may take a look at how that shapes out a little later on, but we do have a camera car this evening with us too as well. Kelly Greenholm will pop in on him. There's Kelly there. As I mentioned, last week's back-to-back winner in both heat races. No doubt he'll be looking to try and three-peat here with the repeat at Road Atlanta. Kelly currently sitting in 6th place right now in qualifying. Nice starting position for him. Again, top 4 will invert, so you want to be somewhere up in that magic number of 4 once the first heat race completes to try and get that, I don't want to call it lucky dog, but a nice little bonus for finishing in the top 4, sorry. Have a look over at Roman Bykoff. Oh, he switched up the Coors Lightning paint job this week. Roman normally has the traditional silver Coors Lightning silver bullet theme. He's gone a little retro now with the blue and white. So see if that brings him any kind of good luck here. Welcome in, FM. David Connell in the chat. You might see some flips here yet, FM. Stick around. There might be a few on tap for you as the race unfolds, but let's pop back here, take a look at Joshua Smith, our top AM driver right now. Got himself just inside the top 10. Nice showing by him. It's an interesting paint scheme he's got on that machine there this evening. I'm not sure exactly what the theme is, but it's a little bit of Japanese anime, maybe. I'm not quite sure. But just in behind him, the big dog, Kent Kruger. Those two drivers separated by just under 2/10. Kent, I mentioned it last week, a driver that's always kind of been strong in the Mazda class. So he's happy to see the Mazdas back again on Sunday for the broadcast. David Connell asking, no Stanimal tonight? No, Stanimal is at work this evening. He's only every other week, FM. So we'll see Stan back next week for some action. Speaking of which, let's probably take a look at the schedule, see where we're heading next week. So Road Atlanta is week number 2, Long Beach next week. That'll be an interesting one, especially if we get 30 plus drivers on track again for that one. That'll be tight confines in the Mazda. Round 4 will take us over to Japan at Okayama. VIR for round 5. Sonoma is the stop for round 6, the halfway mark. Kicking off the second half of the season, we're going to start at Spa. Always a popular track. Suzuka for round 8. Road America should be a great one for round 9. Daytona round 10 is going to be interesting. The draft is going to be huge there in these Mazdas. Round 11, we're going to head down to Brazil, to Interlagos. And round 12, we're going to wrap everything up in the bumpy confines of Sebring International. So while qualifying is going on, let's take a little brief moment and talk about our sponsors. First up, Apex Sim Racing. You actually find yourself a 5% discount code in the description of the video below. Using the referral link, get yourself 5% off any of their products. They carry their own Apex branded sim racing button boxes, accessories, and so forth. Plus, they carry all the major brands like SimMagic, SimiCube, Cube Controls. You can even get your PC there from Rich D PC. They carry rigs, and again, like I said, their own branded accessories too as well. So if you're looking for something for your sim rank, pop on over to them. Use that 5% discount code. It'll help you, help us, help you, help us, help you. And then we've got track cams from Gourmets tonight providing the camera action. So thank you to them. Let's get some nice camera angles we'll be looking at here this evening. That all coming courtesy of Track Cam for Gourmet. So we're on board here with Kent Kruger, still sitting in 12th place, unable to take top spot in AM class away from Joshua Smith, but Michael Brock got himself up top of qualifying now, 136.05. Looking to try and sneak into the 35-second mark, unable to do it right now. We'll see if he can find a little more pace here as the clock's starting to tick down. Driver's doing about 1.5 minutes laps. Michael Brock will have time to finish this lap up, and then that will be it for him. He won't have an opportunity to run another lap, unfortunately. So he's going to have to try and make this one count if he wants to stay up top. Right now, it looks like Joshua Soto, Brian Lemke, our second and third place drivers, have pulled it off. Come into the pits. Brian's in. Our fourth place driver, he's still out there trying to put in a time. He's more or less at the front end of the lap, though. I don't think he's going to have time to finish up this lap. Kelly Greenhoe will, though. He's coming into turn 10 and 11, currently in 9th place, last week's back-to-back winner. See here, once Greenhoe crosses the line, if he's able to improve on his current position. Currently a 136.7 for Kelly. Let's see here. 136.5, going to move him up into 6th place. So nicely done there for Kelly Greenhoe. Ty Johnson, always competitive in the Mazda, is currently sitting in 11th place. He unfortunately isn't going to have enough time to finish up this lap. He's only heading in through the S's. Oh, gets a little sketchy through there. Has to collect that car back up. Aaron Law, a driver we haven't seen for a season or two. He usually has strong pace in the Mazda, so we'll see how he does as the race goes on. Luke Harrigan, a new driver in tonight. Dragon Ball Z paint scheme on that thing. You don't see too many of those around. Currently sitting in 28th place. And there we go. That's going to do it for qualifying. We'll give timing and scoring a second to recalculate. And we'll have a look at how our drivers are going to grid up here for week 2 of 12 weeks, 24 races. Apex this season at 25 coming your way. Okay, I think we're good now. Let's take a look at the grid. Michael Brock going to take top spot ahead of Joshua Soto, Lemke, and Zinn. The two Bryans going to occupy row 2 in 3rd and 4th. Rowan Bykoff in 5th with Kelly Greenhoe in 6th place. Jonathan Cooper in 7th. Mark Miller in 8th. Michael Schmidt and Sean Teeter going to round out the top 10 with Ty Johnson and Sam Swan occupying the top 12. Wesley Cotnor in 13th. Aaron Law in 14th. John Kapinski in 15th. Oh, hold on here. We are sorting by class. Here we go. Let's retake a look at that. There we go. Kent Kruger. Joshua Smith in 12th. Kent Kruger in 13th. Sam Swan in 14th. Sherman. Not sure why his name's shown like that, but Mark Sherman in 15th. Corey Mitchell in 16th. Philip Poole in 17th. Wesley Cotnor in 18th place. Aaron Law in 19th. Sean Kapinski going to start in 20th position. Sean Giroux in 21st with Christopher Diaz in 22nd. Ryan Nixon is going to start in 23rd. Jake Harrigan in the 24th starting position. Aaron Sunday in 25th. Chris King in 26th. Uwe Hale in 27th. Luke Harrigan in 28th. Derek Tyndall 29th. William Styron in 30th. Philip Adams, I believe, is not in the session unless he's rejoined since. He posted online that he was having an issue with his wheelbase power issue, so I don't suspect we will see him. Craig Ream in 32nd, which will actually be 31st. Carrick Ball and Ryan Ryder are going to round out the field. I believe we might see Benjamin Dewar and Trish Dewar later on in the session, as they both mentioned that they might be a little late, but they are logged into the session, so we will see them later on. But 20 minutes coming your way. Should be a ton of fun here. Joshua Soto, Michael Brock going to lead the field around. 35 cars potentially on track here this evening if everybody joins up, so should be a ton of fun here. Looking back from the pace car, you see that field pulling away. We've got Kent giving the lowdown in chat here. Making sure everybody is cautious heading into turn 1. There's always a possibility of some carnage. especially out of turn 12 into turn 1 here at Road Atlanta. Welcome in, Perfect Jen, cheering on Michael Brock again this week. Hopefully we see him get through turn 1 with no incident this week. Started on the front row last week, had an unfortunate incident into turn 1. So we're hoping for a better luck here for Michael Brock, starting up front on pole today. A couple strong drivers in the front row. Michael Brock, 4.1K I rating. Joshua Soto, 4.4K I rating. So leading the field away with some strength. Brian Zinn, Brian Lemke, not too bad behind them either as well. 3K and 2.7K respectively for each one of those drivers. So should be a heck of a race here. If it's anything like we saw at last week at Watkins Glen, it's going to be a barn burner. So right now, 33 cars on track. I suspect we'll see about 35 coming in for heat number 2. And then, of course, if we have any attrition, which sometimes happens, where drivers have a rough first race and they decide not to race the second race, but hopefully we don't see much of that. But field heading down the back straight. A couple more corners to go, and then we'll be kicking away. Let's take a quick look here at what the weather conditions are. We saw how hot the track was early. We've actually lost 3 degrees of track temp, so still scorching hot. You could probably roast a egg out there on the track. 129 degrees Fahrenheit. Drivers gonna have to be a little weary of their tires. Short little sprint, 20-minute sprint. Shouldn't really burn up the tires a whole lot, but they still are gonna have to be mindful of it. But getting ready to go here. Brock and Soto gonna lead them up through turn 12. Again, this is a start on green league, so they have to wait for the green flag to fly before they go. Here we go, week number 2, race 3 of 24 underway. And they're off. Brock can hold on to top spot. He's got Soto in behind. Soto having to defend Greeno on the inside. Lemke there too as well. They're going to go 3 wide into turn 1. Somehow looks like they all went in there and all came out. Well done by our field. Heck of a start there. I'm not actually seeing much of anything flashing up. Looks like everybody's been able to keep going. Now we're getting some bumping and banging a little farther back. A couple drivers bumping around. But still, it looks like everybody able to maintain it on track. Not really seeing much flagging of anything. So congrats to all of our drivers. Meanwhile, Michael Brock holding on to top spot. He's got Joshua Soto in tow. Greenho in behind. Lemke's in single filed out. And then we got a little bit of a gap there back to Rowan Bykoff. Bykoff trying to bridge that gap between these 2 packs early on. He's got Mark Miller in tow with him. See if the 2 of them can work down the back straight here. He's now Bykoff back in draft range of Zinn up ahead. Up the back stretch they go for the first time. Brock leading the way. Comfortable lead over Joshua Soto. Shouldn't expect much of a send from Soto here into turn 10. Soto going to use that draft a little bit, but he's not going to get enough overlap to make the move into turn 10. Brock should be able to hold on to that. Up onto the rev limiter there just before they hit the brake marker for turn 10 and 12. Under the bridge they go. Soto closing that gap though. Got a little better exit out of 10A and B than Brock did. They try and arc in a little flatter than Brock has to. Brock going to compromise a little bit of pace coming out of there. Soto trying to make the move on him now. Let's go on board here with Joshua Soto as they head through turn 1 up into the blind crest for turn 2. Always tough here in one of the real fast prototype cars. You come up in that corner so quick. Before you know it, you're there. Brock getting a little squirrely, but he's able to hold on to that position so far. So they're starting to pull away a little bit from Kelly Greenho. Greenho has Lemke and Zinn in tow there. Greenho last week's back-to-back winner. Go on board here, see how Kelly's working. Look very calm right now, Kelly Greenho. See if as the race goes on, if he's still feeling that way, as looks like he's more focused on eyes front than what's going on behind him, which is exactly what you need to do if you want to try and hold those drivers off behind. But speaking of off, Michael Brock going to drop a couple tires into the grass up ahead. That's going to compromise his exit. Joshua Soto, Kelly Greenho there now too as well. It's going to bring Lemke and Zinn back into this one. But it looks like something happened a little farther back between Corey Mitchell and Michael Schmidt. Let's pop back here and see Schmidt, the white car on the inside here. Oh, he just got a little slidey. Kent gets into the back of him, then that just kind of collects. Corey was just an innocent bystander in that one. Corey can get the car straightened back out. So 2 weeks in a row in race number 1, Corey Mitchell is going to end up without a bumper. But up front, we got Zinn trying to make the move on the inside of Lemke. He's going to do that. Greenhoe up front. Michael Brock's going to fall back to 5th place. So I'm not sure what happened there, but heck of a run. Possibly a little squirrely into turn 10 while we were having a look back at what happened there early on and see if we can pick up how those drivers were able to get around Brock while we focus on the battle up here. But there we go. Looks like Soto was the first one to get by. So, oh yeah, Brock just came in a little too hot into turn 10 to compromise his exit. Soto and Greenhoe make it 3 wide. Brock just kind of backs out of it, doesn't want to get involved in something there. Probably a wise move. Lived to battle another corner, but now he's going to deal with Roman Bykov. Bykov trying to make the move up the inside of Brock too as well. Looks like Mark Miller there. He's trying to capitalize. Down the back straight they go. We got a car off on the right-hand side. Some of our lap cars. Our leader's heading down the back straight. Joshua Soto out front. Lemke and Greenhoe going door to door here into turn 10. 2 wide. Looks like Lemke going to take that spot away from Greenhoe. Greenhoe now going to have to defend against Brian Zinn in behind. So we have a look there. There goes Zinn up on the inside. Greenhoe now. They've got a bit of a gap there between he and Roman Bykov in behind. Although in the Mazdas, that gap doesn't stay there very long. The draft very powerful on these cars. Let's go a little further back in the pack. We've got Aaron Law and Kent Kruger battling. Law up 4 spots from where he started. Kent Kruger missing a front bumper. We saw what happened there. He got into the back of, I believe it was Michael Schmidt, if I remember correctly. Lost that front bumper. Aaron Law with a little bit of damage on the left front too as well. So a couple of hurting cars as they try and chase down. I believe that's Wesley Cottonor up ahead. No, sorry, that's the lap car up ahead. Let's pop up our battle box here. We can see just ahead of Kent Kruger is Luke Harrigan. So it looks like Harrigan, something happened to him early on. He's now a lap down. Kent's going to move around him. Immediately hops onto the mic to say thank you. We got a battle here though between Sam Swan, Joshua Smith just up ahead of him, Wesley Cottonor in behind. 3-car pack. They're just off the back of that lead pack now that goes all the way back to Ty Johnson. So what was a 4-car battle up front for top spot now is stretching to about 10 cars here. You see, it looks like Roman Bykov, a little bit of a connection issue there, blinking in and out. Joshua Smith trying to hold off Sam Swan, looking to the outside. 3 wide into turn 10. Somehow everybody gets through there. Cottonor going to make it through the middle. He's going to get himself up into 11th place. Sam Swan going to take advantage of Joshua Smith too as well. Joshua still our top AM driver though. Second place is Kent Kruger in AM class. They have Aaron Law in between them. So Joshua Smith doing well right now. And keep that gap between he and Kent. He'll be able to pull home some nice championship points. But Wesley Cottonor has Sam Swan looking up his inside. Oh, they're going to make contact. Cottonor's going to go around. Is he going to collect the car up? Oh, he's going to lose the back end. Sam Swan going to keep going, though. Unfortunate for Wesley Cottonor. I'll have to take another look here at that. Let's see what happened here. Oh, yeah, it's... there was a little bit of space there, but it was closing. It'll be interesting to see how the stewards rule on that one. Unfortunately for Cottonor, that's going to drop him all the way down to 20th place. Got a battle here between Chris King, Uwe Hale. King in the yellow car, trying to chase that other kind of pale car ahead of him of Uwe Hale. 2 colors you usually don't see on race cars to start with in general, but the Yingling car of Chris King trying to chase down the Grapevine machine of Uwe Hale. They've got Derek Tyndall just up ahead of them too as well. A little farther down the track, Tyndall trying to chase down Craig Ream. Craig Ream back after a long absence. Welcome back, Craig Ream. Up 11 spots into 21st place, so it looks like he hasn't forgotten how to drive. He's trying to make a move around Wesley Cottonor now. Thinks better of it. Didn't have enough overlap, make the move into turn 10. Have to try and find another way around, but let's go back up front as Brian Zinn trying to look to the inside of Joshua Soto. Things fairly stagnant up top here. Still the same drivers battling out. Soto holding on to top spot, but Zinn and Lemke trying to put some pressure on him. Kelly Greenhow holding strong in 4th place. Sean Teeter got himself up into 5th now. Bykoff sitting in 6th. Michael Brock's fallen all the way back to 8th place. So see if he's able to regroup here and start to charge forward. Let's go on board here with Michael Brock. Falling back a little bit off the back of Mark Miller. Still within draft range, though. He's going to need that on the back stretch to really close that gap. He's got Ty Johnson in tow. Jonathan Cooper there, too, as well. So we'll see if these 3 cars can work together rather than battling. Try and get themselves back up in that top pack. Time will tell. Joshua Soto, though, nice exit out of turn 7. Down the back stretch. He's opened up 6/10, but we all know how that works in Mazdas. Lap car of Trish Dewar up ahead is going to be interesting. I don't think they'll catch her into turn 10, but as they come down the hill into turn 12 and work their way into turn 1, it might be interesting as this pack of cars comes up. But Lemke looking to the inside of Zinn. Greenhow giving a little bit of bump draft. Lemke going to give a little door shot to Zinn as he goes into turn 10 A and B. Lemke going to move himself up into 2nd place now. Greenhow looking to capitalize on Zinn as well around the outside. See who has the better exit out of here. Turn 12 into turn 1. Zinn going to have the inside line. Greenhow on the outside. See who breaks a little later here. Sean Teeter tucked right up in behind too as well. If something would happen, 3 wide into turn 1. Greenhow up on the outside. He's going to have the inside for the next corner, but if Zinn can stay there, it'll come back his way again. There it is. Oh, Trish Dewar going to bail off at a turn 3, let the leaders through here. So nicely done by her not to get involved. While they battle in behind, though, Joshua Soto got himself out to 7/10 gap. He and Brian Lemke starting to pull away while they battle for 3rd place in behind. 3 wide up and through the... Oh, they're banging doors. Greenhow and Teeter door to door. Bykoff sticks his nose up the inside. Late braking by Roman Bykoff. Try and take that spot away. He does. 2 positions into turn 5 for Roman Bykoff. Greenhow fighting back on the inside, though. Oh, they're bumping and banging it. Off into the grass goes Bykoff. 4 wide down the back straight. What? Something's got to give here. They just can't continue on like this. It's going to end in tears on board with Ty Johnson. Oh, there it is. There it is. Sean Teeter is off. Not sure who else was involved in that, but they are off. Kelly Greenhow, man, oh man, it was gonna go at some point in time. We'll take a look here at what happened to that in a moment. There was no way that all that bumping and grinding, that something wasn't going to end in tears. Let's see if we can take another look here. So keep your eye. Kelly Greenhow, the orange and green car in the middle. Sean Teeter in behind. Oh, looks like Teeter and sure who that was. In the backhand side, it wasn't Bykoff. Sure who that black and Mark Miller, I believe it might have been. So Mark Miller is the white and black car to the right hand side here. Let's keep an eye. Teeter looks like Teeter might have moved over to the right, collected him up, and unfortunately for Ty Johnson, he was just kind of there once the cars came over in front of him. But that's going to open up a little bit of a gap up front. Joshua Soto, Brian Lemke loving seeing that in the rearview mirror. That's going to give them a nice 3-second gap over Brian Zinn. Zinn, comfortable gap over Bykoff, 7/10. Jonathan Cooper, the biggest winner out of all that melee, got himself up into 5th place. He was sitting back about 8th when all that kicked off, so nice work for him. Let's take a look and see where those drivers ended up that were involved in that incident. Kelly Greenhow down to 11th place. Well, it's Ty Johnson, Mark Miller, they're in the pits for repair, so it's like Greenhow was able to keep going. It's like he got the least amount of damage out of that, just lost positions for the most part. So have to keep an eye and see if he's able to recover. Again, remember, top 4 are going to invert. Roman Bykoff right now sitting in that 4th place position. That would put him on pole for race number 2. Looks like he's not going to settle for that, though. He wants those points, not necessarily just that starting position. Trying to put some pressure on the back of Brian Zinn. Zinn in the white and red PlayStation machine, up ahead. Let's go a little farther back here. Sean Giroux, Michael Schmidt, Wesley Cottonor battling it out. Drew leading this little pack. They got Chris Diaz just up ahead of them too as well. Take a look back here from Diaz as Cottonor looking to the inside of Schmidt. Schmidt, we saw, got tied up with Kent Kruger early on, so he's probably got a little bit of damage on the back end of that car. Sean Giroux now just ahead of Cottonor. Cottonor, we saw, was up a little further in the pack. He was battling with Sam Swan. Had that contact into turn one, went off track. Swan was able to keep going. Swan now, oh, he's fallen back. He's fallen back to 18th place. So let's keep an eye out on timing and scoring, see what happened to him. But Schmidt using up all the track, the grass, some dirt, even a little bit of gravel. Heading out of turn 5. Cottonor looking at the inside of Sean Giroux. He's going to take that spot away. Schmidt trying to capitalize too as well on the inside, trying to follow Cottonor through. It's like Giroux going to back out, just give them that position. Use the draft to try and make that move around both these drivers into turn 10. Let's take a ride here with Sean Giroux as they head up the back stretch in between turn 8 and what they call turn 9, just a tiny little kink at the top of the hill here before you start heading back downhill into turn 10. So that draft, see if Giroux makes a move to the inside. No, you see he was debating it, thought about it, kind of went back and forth a couple times whether he was going to make that move to the inside. Thought better of it. They'll try and regroup, find another time to make that move. But up front, Soto Lemke now opening up that gap, 3.8 seconds over now Bykoff up into third place. He's gotten around Zinn. Zinn having to deal with Jonathan Cooper now too as well. So Brian Zinn, we saw potentially was trying to close that gap between the leaders up ahead. He's lost that position to Roman Bykoff, now in danger of losing the invert position, P4, which would get him pole into the next race. A little bit of bumping and banging there from Cooper and Zinn as they head into turn 6 and into turn 7. Who's going to get the better exit onto the back straight here? Is Zinn going to lead them out? But is he going to be at the better exit? Looks like Cooper tight up on the back bumper. Brian Zinn. Now, I suspect Cooper will attempt the move, unlike when we were on board with Sean. Sean a little more of a cautious driver, where Cooper willing to take that risk and make that move. You see they're going door to door here. Cooper legging out ahead, but is Zinn going to try and late break him here into turn 10. Stays on the inside, fighting back. With door to door in through turn 10 and 11. Looks like Coop going to take on that spot. Can he hold on to it though? He's going to cross the line in 4th place now with 3.5 minutes to go. That's about 2 laps, maybe 3 laps if we're lucky. Joshua Soto though, comfortably up front. Lemke not letting him go though. They've got the 046 car, Philip Poole, just up ahead, but put him a lap down. That Pabst Blue Ribbon machine. Poole trying to stay to the inside, trying to let the leaders through, but tough section to do it. That's going to back them up into Roman Bykoff a little bit, but Bykoff too far back to really close that gap. Let's head back here. Diaz. Cottonor's just gotten around him. It's going to drop Diaz into 12th place. 3rd place AM driver. It's got Michael Schmidt in behind him. Schmidt got himself back up to 13th place. All in all, a nice recovery by Michael Schmidt. The driver of the day, though, right now, Craig Ream, plus 17 positions. First time back in, I'm going to say probably close to a year for Craig Ream. One of the admins, been busy with real life and the landscaping company he started probably about a year or 2 ago. So Craig has found some time now as the summer ticking down to back and do some racing with us. He's got Sean Giroux just ahead of him. Craig will be looking to try and hunt him down, take that position away. Pop up here, Joshua Smith, Kent Kruger. Kruger doing well with that front bumper missing. This is the battle for top spot in AM class. Both these drivers came in leading the championship standings in the AM class. So no doubt they're going to want to try and get ahead of each other. It is a 24 race season. This is only race number 3 of 24. 2 races every week, but every point counts. We had some positions last season come down to only a matter of a few points. So it may not seem like much right now, week 3, but in the end, it adds up. Aaron Sunday, Sam Swan battling it out. Uwe Hill a little farther back. Tyndall leading this pack. He's got Sunday and Swan. Sunday kind of threw me off there a minute. Used to his normal, really bright black-red Our House No Drama paint scheme. Just got a yellow banana paint on it this evening. Trying to chase down Tyndall. Nice run for Tyndall too as well, up 13 places. If it wasn't for Craig Ream's massive 17-point gain so far this season, or this race, Tyndall would have had the biggest mover award. Sean Giroux now right up on the back of Michael Schmidt. He and Craig Ream right in this battle. Diaz leading this pack. Our leader come down the hill. He's going to start his last lap. Joshua Soto across the line. Here we go. Barney waving the white flag. He's got 8 tenths now over Brian Lemke. Lemke just kind of lingering in the back of draft right now. Bykoff 4.6 seconds back. Cooper another 1.7 seconds back at him. Zinn in 5th place. Again, just outside that transfer position. Greenhow's got himself up and around Kent Kruger. Kent Kruger's gotten around Joshua Smith. See if we can find a look at what happened there. So last we saw, Kruger was trying to find the way around Smith. That damaged car. Oh, Smith's going to go out wide into the grass. It's going to cost him a little bit of time. Kent makes that move, and Greenhow makes that move to around both of them. So they're still nose to tail, our top 2 AM drivers. We'll see if Joshua Smith can find some pace on the back stretch to make that move around Kruger. We know Kruger going to be down a little bit on horsepower with that front end damage. They've got our leaders, Joshua Soto, Brian Lemke. They're on the back stretch now. They're about 20 seconds ahead of Kent Kruger and Joshua Smith, who we're just looking at. Lemke closing that gap. I don't think he's been able to close it enough to make a move, though. He's going to have to settle for 2nd place. A nice run by both of those drivers. Lemke tried to late break it in turn 10 and A. He might if he gets a better exit out of here, but no, it looks like Soto going to hold on to that spot. Soto going to take top spot. Lemke into P2. Roman Bykoff, nice run by him. He's going to take final step on the podium. Let's go back here to that battle. Top spot in AM class. Kruger holding on to it. Greenho's just up ahead of him. Smith unable to really utilize the draft, make the move on Krent, but he might get a better exit here on Ken. It's going to be a drag race to the line here in AM class. Top spot in AM. Going to come down to the line. Smith looking to the inside. Kruger on the inside. Smith's going to take it. Kent Kruger going to lose top spot in AM. Oh, he's fighting back. Who got it? Joshua Smith going to take top spot in AM. What a finish there between Josh and Kent. We got Sam Swan, Derek Tyndall. They're going to battle it out to the line too as well. Swan looking to the inside, up of the curves. Tyndall taking the grass. Tyndall going to take that one though. Utilizing the draft, giving up the off track to hold on to that position. Well done by him. Garrick Ball a little farther back. Fairly uneventful race for him, up 11 spots from where he started. You know, it's a big grid when plus 11 positions only nets you a 22nd place finish. Aaron Sunday coming up through turn 10 for him. Sean Teeter not too far back. Teeter, fortunate race for him. He got wrapped up in that incident with Miller, Greenhow, Johnson, himself. Had to head into the pits, use his fast repair. It's going to net him a 25th place finish. I believe that's going to be last place on the lead lap for Sean Teeter. I think we still have maybe 1 or 2 drivers left on track here before things go official. and then we'll take a look at the final results. So there will be a 3-minute break here in between. It'll be a little warm up. We'll talk to a couple of drivers. Actually, let's bring in Corey Mitchell here since he's in here waiting already. Corey, 2 weeks in a row, race 1, you end up with no bumper.
I got Josh P1, me P2 he just
Corey?
hit me at the line, and then
It looks like we got no mic from Corey. We're hearing feedback from the race chat through Corey there. So see if we can get that fixed up, and then we'll bring him back in if he does. Just put a little message in here for Corey. All right, there we go. Race is official now. Let's take a look at the results once our rest of our drivers got across the line. Joshua Soto takes top spot. Brian Lemke in second. Bykoff rounding out the podium in the pro class. Top spot in AM goes to Joshua Smith. Kent Kruger in second. And Sean Giroux. Nice run by Sean. Going to take home a final step on the podium in the AM side of things. Zinn Cooper, Brock, Aaron Law, Kelly Greenhoe, and Wesley Cottonor Craig Ream round out the top 10 in a pro class. So nice run by Craig Ream coming back after a long time off. Going to finish himself top 10 in pro. Michael Schmidt coming home 14th overall. Diaz, Tyndall, Swan, Hale, King, Gapinski round out your top 20 drivers. Jake Harrigan, Carrick Ball, Aaron Sunday, Benjamin Dewar, Sean Teeter round out the top 25. Harrigan, Nixon, Poole, Steeren, and Dewar and round out your top 30 drivers. Also lapped around and into the used car parking lot, we find Ryan Ryder, Sherman, Mark Sherman, I'm not sure why, Sherman Armin, Ty Johnson, Mark Miller, Corey Mitchell, and Philip Adams, who didn't grid up. Corey Mitchell rounds out our 35 car grid here this evening. So heck of a race there. Not sure if we got, let's bring Corey back in, see if Corey's got his mic fixed. Corey, do you got us?
Oh, you got caught up in that, Corey. Sorry, I got into you, Michael.
Looks like we still don't have Corey, so we will take a brief commercial break here with a word from our sponsor, and then we'll be back. Okay, we are back. 3-minute warm-up underway here. We'll be getting underway with another 20-minute race, heat racing. More of the same. Again, top 4 will invert for this one. All the same suspects will be on track. Everybody else will be starting where they finished in heat number 1. So we see Corey Mitchell on track. No wonder we couldn't get his mic working. He's too busy out there putting in laps. Mark Sherman, for some reason it wants to keep calling him Sherman Armin. See if we can get that fixed up for him here while we're under the warm-up session. Again, if you're watching at home, interested in joining the league, you can find the league Discord in the description of the video. We'd love to have you. They're always accepting more drivers. So don't be shy. Come on in. If you enjoy Mazda racing, what more can you ask for? So our field gridding up. Let's take a look at how things are going to start off for this one. Again, other than the top 4, our drivers will be starting inverted from where they finished. That means Brian Zinn starting in top spot ahead of Roman Bykoff. Brian Lemke in third with Joshua Soto, last race's winner, starting in 4th. Jonathan Cooper in 5th. Michael Brock going to start in 6th. Aaron Law in 7th with Kelly Greenhoe in 8th. Joshua Smith and Kent Kruger will be our top 2 AM drivers in 9th and 10th. Wesley Cottonor in 11th, and Craig Ream going to start in 12th. I have to keep an eye on how Craig does now, starting little further at the sharp end of the field. Sean Giroux, after a nice run for him, going to start in 13th place. He'll have Michael Schmidt to his outside with Chris Diaz and Derek Tyndall in behind in 15th and 16th. 17th place goes to Sam Swan with 18th to Uwe Hill. Chris King in 19th and Sean Kapinski going to round out our top 20. Jake Harrigan in 21st with Carrick Ball in 22nd. Aaron Sunday going to start in 23rd. He'll have Benjamin Dewar to his outside in 24th. Sean Teeter in 25th with Luke Harrigan in 26th. Ryan Nixon in 27th. Philip Poole in 28th. And for some reason it doesn't want to keep going. We've broke the system here. But I can tell you William Steyern, Ryan Ryder, Trish Stewart, Corey Mitchell, Mark Sherman, Ty Johnson, Mark Miller, and, well, obviously Philip Adams, as we mentioned, not going to make the grid. But here we go. 33 drivers gridding up in this one. We'll see if Ty Johnson and Mark Miller come out to join us. Make a quick adjustment here. Ty Johnson is a pro driver, but we're showing him in AM. Make that quick adjustment here, but drivers on their pace lap, again, 20 minutes. Same format as race 1. 20 minutes. All our drivers get a quick repair if they need it. Hopefully they don't. Nobody wants to see anybody have to come in and get some damage repaired. So hopefully none of those drivers need to utilize that. Next week we head to Long Beach. Will be interesting. Tight confines. The track's always super taut at Long Beach, kind of similar to what we have here this evening at Royal. Let's take a quick look here at our track temps. See, oh, we've lost a ton of temp. 10 degrees less now than what it was in race 1. It's be interesting to see here how this race unfolds with a little more grip available to our drivers. Here we go. Brian's into the inside, waiting for that green flag. Bykoff on his outside. Green is out, and away we go. Into turn 1. Zing getting a nice jump. Lemke looking to the inside of Bykoff. Bykoff getting a push from Soto on the outside. They go 3 wide. Cooper looking up the inside, maybe even 4 wide into turn 1. Thankfully, they get it down to about 2 wide, a little 3 wide here and there all throughout. But Zing going to lead them into the S's for the first time with Roman Bykoff in tow. Little argy-bargy in behind between Lemke and Brock. Michael Brock up 1 spot from where he qualified, or where he started this one, so nice race so far for him. Uh-oh. Sounds like another issue for Corey Mitchell. Oh, man, the Murder Motorsports machine out again. Rough start to the season here for Corey Mitchell. We'll have to take a look at what happened there in a few moments once things settle a little bit up front. I mentioned Michael Brock. Much better start for him here. This one after race 1 where we saw him get cycled a little further to the back. So he's already got a little bit of damage on the front end of that car, but he's up 1 position. Zing going to lead them down the back stretch here to start race number 2. First time by. See if Bykoff thinks about making the move into turn 10. He's got Soto in behind. Soto kind of in the catbird seat here, waiting to see if Bykoff's going to make the move. Bykoff doesn't make the move into turn 10. Single file they go. So we got Carrick Ball, a little bit of connection issue in the back, blinking in and out. Bykoff in second place. Soto looking to the inside into turn 1. Unable to get enough overlap to take that position away. Bykoff going to come in, close that door. Lemke right there too as well. Michael Brock watching tentatively in behind, hoping for a chance to stick his nose up in there and take that position away. Started on pole. He'd love to try and take the race 2 win, no doubt. And further back in the field, Kent Kruger, Joshua Smith as our top 2 drivers we saw take it to the line in AM class last race. They're nose to tail again. This time, Kruger's gotten around Joshua Smith, take top spot. We'll see if Joshua able to fight back, but right now they battle it out. Let's check in Craig Green. Said to watch him this race. We saw how many positions he gained last race, but now starting more towards the sharp end of the field. It's going to be a little more difficult to make those moves. We'll see if Craig can manage to pick up a couple spots. In danger of losing the draft right now in behind Joshua Smith. So that secondary pack being led by Michael Schmidt. Schmidt got broiled in a couple incidents last race, so he'll be looking for an improvement here. He's leading Sean Giroux, Derek Tyndall, Chris Diaz, Carrick Ball, and a slew of other drivers in behind. So have a look back here from Schmidt's rear bumper. Let's get Sean Giroux pushing him down the back stretch. Oh, here comes a send from Derek Tyndall up the inside. Door to door with Sean Giroux. Unable to make that pass stick. They're going to go side by side down to the flag. 3 wide back there. All these white and red Mazdas actually looks like Tyndall and Giroux driving the same paint scheme on those cars. Make it a little different, figuring out who is who. And then Carrick Ball with another similar painted car as well, the 370 red, white. Now, I know these guys are all buddies, but man, guys, give me a different paint scheme here so I can tell you apart. But we got Carrick Ball looking up the inside of Sean Giroux and Derek Tyndall. Chris Diaz right in behind too as well. Waiting for something to happen there. He's got Carrick Ball up ahead. Carrick using a lot of those curbs. A little slower exit there for Diaz. It's going to cost him a spot to Sean Teeter. We know Teeter has the pace. He was up towards the sharp end of the field last race before he got wrapped up in that incident. So we'll see if things get settled back out here. Up front though, Brian Zinn leading the way. He's got Soto to his outside. Bykoff in behind too as well. Michael Brock trying to recover here, trying to get back into top spot where he started last race. Looking to the inside of Bykoff. Unable to make that spot stick. Now he's in danger of losing it to Lemke. Greenhoe right in there too as well. So on board here with Kelly Greenhoe. Bring Kelly's cam in to keep an eye on what he's got going on. So we'll see here now. What Greenhoe can offer. We know he has some pace going back-to-back wins last week. See if he's able to capitalize now. Those drivers up ahead. Jonathan Cooper, nice run by him. Let's see if, okay, Corey, if you want to pop into the waiting room, if you're still out there, we'll see if we can bring you back in. Battle raging up front. Zinn looking strong, though. He's started out front. He's been able to hold off any charge from Joshua Soto. Soto was our winner last race, so we know he has the pace. It'll be just a matter of biding time right now, but they're coming up on the lap car. The 046 of Philip Poole just up ahead. It's going to be a little bit of precarious situation here. So they're going to catch him in turn 10. Be interesting to see how many of these drivers are able to navigate around pools. It's tough to go 2x2 through there and not lose any time on the car up ahead of you. Go door to door between Zinn and Soto. Oh, they're bumping and banging into turn 10. Looks like they get each driver getting back under control. Bykoff tries to set it up the inside. So they try and make the move on the inside of Soto. Soto in danger of losing a spot to Lemke too as well. Lemke looking up the inside now. Soto might fall back to 5th place. Kelly Greenhoe there looking opportunistic too as well. So Soto thought about making a move on Zinn. Going to lose about 3 positions here. You see how quickly things can change when you're battling that close on track with all these like-minded drivers. Michael Brock, no, man, the race going from good to worse for Michael Brock. Another off track here, going to cost him a ton of spots out of turn 1. So we can quickly take a look there. What happened to him? It's following Aaron Law. Kent Kruger looking up the inside of him. Looks like Brock just got out on the grass, unfortunately. It cost him a little bit of time, but looks like he is on the back end of this pack just in behind Craig Green. So we'll see if they can work together. Joshua Smith and Kent Kruger, though, they can't get away from each other. These two AM drivers trying to battle it out. Smith falling back a little bit from Kruger, though. Kruger was unable to take the win in race 1. Smith got him at the line, so Kent trying to seek his revenge here in race number 2. We just heard Kent Kruger on the mic in chat. Well, you didn't hear it, but we can hear it in chat, pleading for Craig Ream not to give the bump draft to Joshua Smith. He'd love Joshua Smith to stay in behind him so Kent can get those points. Craig going to get it around Joshua Smith. Michael Brock going to get around him too as well. Up front, though, Zinn, they still haven't made their way around Philip Poole here. I thought they were actually going to catch him into turn 10, but they're finally going to get by him here in turn 1. Zinn hold on top spot. See Soto trying to force a mistake by Bykoff. Showing the nose up to the inside. Faking a move. Bykoff not falling for it right now. We got door-to-door action between Jonathan Cooper and Kelly Greeno. Coop up on the curb trying to take 5th place away from Greeno. Greeno able to defend him off right now, but Coop going to regroup, trying to make another attempt here on the back stretch for sure. Aaron Law just in behind there. Kent Kruger now comfortably got 3 cars in between he and his championship rival right now, Joshua Smith, in 12th place. So back to this battle between Garrick Ball, Derek Tyndall, Sean Gapinski, and Michael Schmidt. Drew leading this pack. Michael Schmidt, Garrick Ball right behind him, Tyndall there too as well. This 4-car pack heading down the back straight. Sean Drew holding on to 13th place, leading this pack. We'll see if Schmidt it's enough of a draft to make a move into turn 10. He's not getting any draft help right now from Garrick Ball. Garrick Ball taking the grass to try and make the move around Sean Drew. So Garrick Ball going to get it up ahead. Drew going to drop down a spot into 14th place. Tyndall's going to get around Michael Schmidt too as well. So those 3 cars suffocated Michael Schmidt there and took that position away. I mentioned they're all buddies, so no doubt they're probably in voice chat scheming up those moves, but Bykoff up front gotten himself around Brian Zinn. Zinn now in the clutches of Lemke and Soto. Let's take another look here at how Bykoff was able to get around Zinn, utilizing the draft on the back stretch. Moves out early, gets the run. So he had a nice push from Lemke in behind to get that move done and dusted. Lemke was trying to go with him, but Bykoff gets that spot away. Lemke got it away too as well, but Zinn was able to fight back on the inside. So Lemke and Zinn not done battling though. Oh, Zinn gonna get loose. Oh, some contact with Soto. They get it straightened out, but that's gonna compromise each of their run at a turn 6. Kelly Greenhill gonna cut the knife. He's gonna be the knife cutting the butter up the middle. Greenhill looking strong. And split those 2 cars. Cooper trying to go too as well. Is Coop going to make it 3 wide heading into turn 10? Oh, Zinn tries to cover him off. Cooper gets bumped off track a little bit. Back, gets it collected up. Aaron Law to his outside. Bumping and banging. Things are going off here now with... we got about 8.5 minutes still to go in this one. Bykoff leading the way. Lemke tight on his back bumper though. See if Lemke makes a move into turn 1. No, he's going to back out. Kelly Greenhill up into 3rd place now. Joshua Soto falling back down to 4th place. A race 1 winner. Oh, strong run through turn 3 for Soto there. Closes right up on the back of Greenhill. Who's going to get the better exit out of turn 5? Ooh, a little slower exit there for Greenhill. Soto had to back out of it, though, not to get into the back of him. So Greenhill compromised his exit a little bit, but fortunately for him, that cost Soto a little bit of time, too, as well. Wasn't able to capitalize on that. But now, into turn 7, who's going to get the better exit? Greenhill up on the curb, Soto up on the curb. A little more exit curb usage there for Soto. Now the run up the back stretch. Is it going to be enough to get him side by side into turn 10 to make the move? We'll have to wait and see. Draft is strong in the Mazdas, but sometimes they just don't get enough of that draft to make the move. Greenhoe going defensive to the inside. Soto going to have to go around, long way around if he wants to make that. Oh, we got Aaron Law going off into the wall at the end of the straight. Not sure what happened there, but heavy impact for him. We'll see if we can pick up another look at what happened there for him. So he had Wesley Cotnor on his rear bumper. Cotnor looks to the inside. Oh, see, they just kind of came together. Wasn't quite enough room there. Not sure if one driver drifted over in the other, but off goes Aaron Law. Wesley Cotnor able to continue on. Lemke up front. While we had a look at that replay, he was able to get around Bykoff. They've got the 077 to Trish Dewar. Move around the inside. Oh, Dewar going to go way off to the right. Oh, that was a fortunate set of circumstances there. Drivers were able to make it through. Dewar was just trying to get out of the way, but unfortunately almost lost it into one of the cars. They run down the back straight. Lemke leading this pack now. Bykoff in tow. Greenhoe just a hair back. He's got Zinn Cooper in behind him. Soto down to 6th place now. Wesley Cotnor now in the back of this pack. Kent Kruger, Michael Brock not too far back as well. Kent kind of the buffer in between these two packs right now. 1.8 seconds back. See everybody fanning out up ahead. Into turn 10 they go. Zinn unable to make the move around Greenhoe. Heading to the 5 minute to go mark. Bykoff going to get back ahead of Lemke. See if Lemke can fight back. They keep tossing this position back and forth. Nobody wants to keep it. Well, they continue the battle. That allows Greenhoe and Zinn to close that gap. They had built up about a half-second gap between Greenhoe, but now the Bykoff and Lemke continue to battle. They've closed that gap up. Bykoff going off into the grass. Drops a couple tires in. That's going to allow Lemke to close back up again. He's got Greenhoe and Zinn in tow. Jonathan Cooper and Joshua Soto right there too as well. Wesley Cotnor not out of the conversation. Let's head a little farther back here. Carrick Ball, Chris Diaz up ahead of him. Diaz up onto the curb. Ball trying to look around the inside. Unable to make the move. Not sure what happened to Carrick Ball's buddy, Sean Giroux. Sean Giroux's fallen all the way back. Not seeing any damage on his car, but all the way back to 22nd. Derek Tyndall, nice race for him, up 4 spots into 12th. He's got Kapinski in the lookalike car. Or sorry, that's the 18. That's Kelly Greenhoe's lookalike car. That was Kelly Greenhoe here for a second, but nope. Up front, Bykoff. Still leading the way. Lemke's been unable to get back around. They come around to finish up lap 10, start lap 11. Lemke looks to the inside. Had to tap the brakes a little bit not to get into the back of Bykoff. Cooper falling back a little bit off of Soto. Soto putting some pressure on Greenhoe. Soto up on the rev limiter a little bit there as they hop over the curbs, getting his car up into the air. Say something happened to Trish Dewar. Take a quick look here at what happened there. Coming out of the final corner. Ooh, just lost the back end, looks like. Greenhoe had an incident. That's going to cost him a number of spots. He's down to 7th place. So we take a look here at how Jonathan Cooper Got around Kelly Greenhoe, heading out of turn 5. Greenhoe gets up on the curb, loses it. Ooh, what a save there for Kelly Greenhoe. So now he's got some work to do to get back up in that battle. Unfortunately for him, time of the essence, 2.5 minutes to go. It's going to be this lap plus one more if they're lucky. Maybe 2, but it's going to be really tight to get that extra lap in. So see if Greenhoe is able to do it. It's a long way to go. Lemke back around, Bykov up front, Soto up into 3rd place. Now Soto looking to the inside to try and move himself around. Bykov going to try and get Lemke too as well into turn 1, 3 wide. Soto going to take that spot from Bykov. Bykov goes off track a little bit, had to gather the car back up. Lemke back up in the top spot. Cooper now looks to the inside of Bykov. Bykov fighting back. Cotnor there too as well. Zinn, who got cycled back to the back of this pack, looking to fight back forward again. We go on board here with Brian Zinn. You can see Cooper and Cotnor up ahead. Bykov now falling back a little bit from that lead duo. Cooper had to give it a little bit of an extra tap of brakes heading through turn 5. That's going to cost him some time. Zinn looking to make the move around the outside. Cooper trying to fight back on the inside though. That's a battle for 5th and 6th place. Up onto the curbs they go. Jonathan Cooper going to have to take a little bit of a shallower entrance into turn 7. Compromise his exit. Zinn had the back of it too as well. Otherwise he was going to touch Cooper. So these drivers battling to bring Kelly Greenhoe back into this battle. He looks up the inside of Zinn. They're going to go door to door down the straight into turn 10. Second to last lap here underway. Our drivers will be getting the white flag this time by. There goes our leaders down into turn 10. Greenhoe looking to the outside of Cooper. Cooper defending the inside. Zinn going to try and defend off the inside too as well. Kelly's going to be on the inside for the next 2 corners. Can Zinn fight back? He's trying to. Kelly Greenhoe going to have the inside line for the next 3 corners. Joshua Soto though, 3 wide again into turn 1. Oh, he got tapped by Bykov into Cotnor. Oh, Soto and Cotnor off. Roman Bykov going to keep going. The Coors Lightning machine has just electrified Joshua Soto. Oh man, we'll take another look at that in a moment here, but that's going to put Brian Lemke up top. That's going to cause a bunch of separation now amongst our top drivers. Oh man, what a turn 1 incident there. Let's take another quick review here. What happened? So Soto up front, Bykov in behind. Not sure if Bykov just tried late braking Soto, but he got into the back of him, sent him off into the kitty litter. And that's all she wrote for Joshua Soto and Wesley Cotnor, unfortunately. That's going to put Lemke up top. Bykov in 2nd place. Jonathan Cooper lurking in behind if something were to happen amongst these drivers. Oh, Roman Bykov got black flag for incident points. He's going to lose 30 seconds off his time. You can't serve a black flag on the last lap, unfortunately for him. Lemke going to come across to take the win. That's going to move Jonathan Cooper into 2nd place. And Kelly Greenhoe going to round out the podium. That's a recovery and a half there for Kelly Greenhoe. Let's pop back here a little further back. We got Michael Schmidt, Derek Tyndall, Sean Jupinski battling it out for 9th place. Tyndall up the outside. Schmidt fighting back on the inside. Gopinski right there too as well, trying to make that move. Schmidt to the inside. Looks like Tyndall going to take that. No, Schmidt, Tyndall. Michael Schmidt able to hold off Derek Tyndall. Sean Gopinski going to bring it home in 11th place. Mark Sherman battles it out with Sam Swan in behind. Sam Swan was able to take that spot. Oh, Josh Soto still nursing that car home. I'm surprised that thing's able to drive. Benjamin Dewar, William steering it. Last couple drivers on the lead lap here, but Joshua Soto nurses that hammered car home. Perfect, Jen. You are correct. Pit maneuver action on the last lap there. The stewards, I don't think are going to look very kindly on that. We'll say that. Benjamin Dewar across the line. We're just waiting on William Steeren. So he's going to finish up in the pits, and then that'll make this thing official. So we will take a look at our final results. Our official results, I should say. The unofficial official results. Brian Lemke taking top spot ahead of Jonathan Cooper. Kelly Greenhoe in third place. Brian Zinn in fourth. Kent Kruger rounding out the top five. Also our top AM driver. Nice run by Kent Kruger. Craig Ream, nice run by him. Sixth place. Joshua Smith, second in AM class. Seventh overall. Michael Schmidt in eighth place. Derek Tyndall rounding out the podium in AM. Sean Kapinski rounding out the top 10. Sam Swan in 11th. Mark Sherman in 12th. Uwe Hale in 13th. Rowan Bykoff with that penalty ends up in 14th place. Luke Harrigan in 15th. Carrick Ball 16th. Joshua Soto 17th. Aaron Sunday 18th. Chris Diaz in 19th. Benjamin Dewar going to round out the top 20. 21st goes to Sean Giroux with Wesley Cotnor in 22nd. Chris Ging in 23rd. William Steeren in 24th. Philip Poole in 25th. Ryan Nixon at 25th, Harrigan, Ryder, Dewar, and Michael Brock in 30th place. Ooh, not sure what happened to Michael there, but a rough race for him. Aaron Law, Sean Teeter, Corey Mitchell, Ty Johnson, and Mark Miller make up our used car parking lot at the tail end of the field. 35 cars entered. We'll say about 29 of them left with all their body parts intact at some point in time. Some way or form, shape or form. Okay, we've got a couple drivers in the booth here. We'll catch up with them in a moment. But again, if you're interested in joining the league, you can find the information, the Discord information in the description of the video below. They would love to have you. If you think this Mazda racing looks like a ton of fun, it no doubt is. Let's bring in our race winner for race number 2, Brian Lemke. Lemke, congrats. It was a little argy-bargy at times there in race number 2, but you're able to out-survive the rest of the field and bring home the win for race 2. How'd it go from your point of view?
Yeah, I was in the right place at the right time. We're going 3 wide into turn 1, and out of nowhere, they all just wipe each other out and just give me a nice gift of a win. And I will take it. That was very difficult. A lot of draft at this track, big packs, and then lap traffic was getting pretty crazy there for bits and pieces of it. And man, the pace in these guys is just, these guys are flying, man. These guys got Miatas figured out.
Yeah, what's counted about 35 cars on track. So you get that many Miatas on track, you're going to find a number of drivers who are going to be competitive with you. So it's nice to see. Hopefully it keeps up the rest of the season. But we head to Long Beach next week. Vastly different track than the first 2 tracks we've had at Watkins and Road Atlanta here. How you feeling if potentially we have 30 plus cars showing up there again?
Yeah, I mean, I can't see what could possibly go wrong in some of those turns. I think Apex has had a history before of struggling to get through the pace lap with the tight hairpin there at the end. So you never know what that track's going to bring, but it's usually a lot of fun. I mean, a lot of like 0x. You can kind of keep going, and yeah, you know, it always seems to race really well, even if it is kind of difficult in practice.
No doubt. So, well, best of luck to you next week, Lemke. No doubt that's feels nice to get that win under your belt here and take a little bit of bite out of Kelly Greenhoe as a championship lead after winning back-to-back last week.
Yeah, he crushed it last week, and I had an awful week 1, so I got a uphill mountain to climb, and tonight was definitely a step in that direction. So hopefully we can keep it going the rest of the season.
Before we let you go, Brian, anybody you want to shout out?
Yeah, I'm gonna shout out to Sky Lounge Media. Been helping me out with some paints and some setup stuff, and been really cool. Really enjoying the vibe over there. So the paints look awesome. Really excited to actually have something more than an all black car this season. A little out of my norm, but I think it looks good. So.
Well, it's good to see you around the Discord channel, Lemke. Good luck next week, and heading into the rest of the season.
Awesome. Hope to be talking to you again.
Take care.
Bye.
That was our race winner, Brian Lemke. Let's bring in our AM winner for race number 2, Kent Kruger. You won race 2, couldn't quite get it done in race 1. Joshua Smith just got you at the line there, but all in all, pretty decent race.
Yeah, that was awesome. Both races were. Joshua got me. Kelly didn't come out of a few corners as fast as I was hoping him to. So yeah, I couldn't get on it just as quick as I wanted to. And Josh did a great job of coming up the inside on that final lap. Had a little kerfuffle there at the front when I think we were on the first or second lap. That car ahead of me, Michael, coming out of the turn there onto the back straight, hit his brakes coming out of the corners. It's like, oh crap.
Yeah, we had a look at it. It looked like he got a little loose coming out, and he just tapped the brake to correct it. But unfortunately, there was no way for you to go on that one.
It was all happened bang bang. So, but even without a front bumper, I was happy to get back up there. I think I stayed close enough to the cars ahead of me that the draft helped me some. So that worked for me. And the second race just was perfect. I mean, for me, that was a perfect race. It just couldn't have gone much better than that.
Yeah, class win and top 5 finish. Yeah, like I mentioned, not much more you could ask for than that. But Watkins Glen and Road Atlanta to start the season. Long Beach next week. I was asking Lemke, how does he feel if 30 cars show up again at Long Beach next week? It could be a ton of carnage. How are you feeling going into next week?
Can you imagine? I don't know. I love Long Beach personally. I've won there, beat pros and AMs there one time. So I like Long Beach. It's just it's just when you get that many cars, it can be tough to pass, but it does have plenty of passing zones. So you get a good run, you can get around people there. So it's just staying out of any wrecks. That's the key. Just stay out of the wrecks.
Yeah, race 1, lap 1 was fairly clean, except for until we got into the backstretch where we mentioned that you had that incident. But otherwise, everybody was very respectful to start the race. So hopefully we see that again next week at Long Beach. But before we let you go, Kent, anybody you want to shout out here?
Apex Sim Racing for sponsoring the league. That's who I want to give a shout out to. I'm good. Got my 3 dogs here that keep me company when I'm racing. So oftentimes I come into practice, my dogs howl and bark when I sit down at the sim rig. So I just hit my mic button, let everybody listen to it, and then get on with it.
Excellent stuff, Kent. Well, best of luck next.
I want this season. I've been P2 podium for 1, 2, maybe 3 seasons now. I want that P1 so bad at the end of this season. So got to work hard for it. All right. Thanks, Rob.
Take care. So that was Kent Kruger, our AM winner and P5 finisher. Let's bring in Joshua Soto. Josh, you had a strong race 1, but unfortunately the last lap there, a bit of a contact with, I believe it was Bykoff into turn 1 at the end there, sent you off, ending a nice race you had going. But overall, how did you feel your night went?
My night went really well. I was very surprised by the pace that I had here tonight. I didn't expect to be able to make up some time, but yeah, I mean, it was a very, very fun race, both races. Going into the final race the final lap on race 2. It's just when you do different lines, like if you're really far on the right, it's really hard to determine when the person will brake. So it's no biggie in the race 2, but yeah, race 1 went very well.
Well, we head to Long Beach next week. What are you expecting to see there if we get 30 plus cars on track?
Oh man, I really like Long Beach. Pretty much any street track, but I think it should be very fun.
Well, excellent stuff, Josh. Hopefully you don't get wrapped up in any kind of last lap incident again next week. But before we let you go, anybody want to shout out here?
Yeah, I'd like to thank my friends, my family, and also my sponsor, Academy Sim Racing. And also, I'd like to thank the league admins and everybody that puts on this series. It's really great.
Excellent stuff, Josh. Best of luck next week for week number 3, rounds 5 and 6. At Long Beach, we hope to see you up at the front and talk to you then.
All right, thank you, Rob.
Take care. So that's going to do it here from Long Beach. Again, if you're interested in joining the league, and find the Discord link in behind. And again, if you're looking to pick up some sim racing gear, find yourself a discount code in the description and a referral link for Apex Sim Racing. We'll get you everything you need for your sim racing needs, from wheels to wheelbases to pedals to sim chassis, sim rigs, as well as all the accessories in between. And if you're out there interested in getting your league or hosted event broadcast, you can drop us a message too as well. Our Discord link is in the description too as well. This has been Racer Nexus, and my name is Rob Campbell. We will catch you next week, same time, same place at Long Beach, with potentially 30 plus Mazdas battling it out toe to toe. Until then, bye for now.